Hi, welcome to a new episode of Grace Serrano Vinci Guerra, Chef Instructor. Today we're going to be making one of Mia's favorite cakes. It's a tangerine cake. And assisting me today will be little pastry chef Mia Pagliaro. Say hi, Mia. Smile. Okay. And we're going to be showing you all the ingredients and all the different tools that you will be needing today. First, you will be preheating your oven at 350 degrees, 2 cake pans floured and buttered. You're going to need a cooling rack for when we're ready to frost the cake. You're going to need 2½ cups of flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, and ½ cup of white sugar. Granulated sugar. 1 flat spatula. I like to use the silicone ones, they're stronger. 3 brown eggs. 1½ sticks of unsalted butter. We're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of orange blossom water. And 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. We're going to need 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla. We're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, ground cloves, nutmeg to give it a nice aroma. We're going to use, for decoration purposes, 8 wedges of tangerine. This will go on at the end, all around the cake on the bottom. And Mia will be doing that procedure, right, Mia? Mia's going to help with the frosting, which we'll do in another video right after this. And this is the skin of 1 tangerine and a half, which Mia has cleverly cubed up for us with a paring knife. Now, when the skin's a whole, on the inside of the skin, you're going to see like white veins. You know, the part that comes outside on the tangerine. So what you do with the knife, not very hard, you're going to rub along it, and that's going to let all the fragrance of the oils of the tangerine come out. And you're going to get all that white off, throw it out, disregard it because it's bitter. And then you just have the skins itself, which give the cake a beautiful, beautiful aroma. Right, Mia? How does that smell?
Good.
And then what I like to do to keep it nice and moist, you might be asking, you haven't mentioned the milk yet. The 1 cup of milk is going to be made with 1 bag of instant vanilla pudding. I like to put the pudding in the cake mix. Makes it nice and moist. It gives it a nice flavor and a nice texture. And let's get started, okay? So now we're going to be moving, we're going to be needing a little pinch of salt, because whenever you use sugar, use salt, okay? We're going to be using our KitchenAid machine. If you do not have a KitchenAid, you could work it with the spatula if you like, by hand. I prefer to use either the KitchenAid or a hand mixer. You need air to incorporate it. With the spatula, you're going to be really pounding at it a long time. It's not going to be fun. Like this, it'll take a couple of minutes. You get all the air put into the cake, and it's going to make it light and fluffy, okay? Okay, so we're going to get started now, cameraman. So our KitchenAid, we're going to set it on a number 4 when we start. I'm going to start first, and I always usually start first with sugar and the eggs. So Mia, would you like to bring the eggs over to Nona?
Yes.
Okay, and the sugar and the spatula, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to crack the eggs in here. Beautiful eggs, by the way. They were very fresh when I got them. Look at the beautiful color. It's like an orangey gold. That's a really good egg. Could you see that, cameraman? Okay. Press that down. we're using our beater, our whisk, so it becomes nice and fluffy. When you use a dough, use the flat paddle, okay? But since today we're making a cake, we want it to come fluffy. So we're gonna be adding our brown sugar and our granulated sugar. So this is gonna become nice and fluffy, and it's gonna get a nice color to it, you'll see. I have it up to a 4 and 6 now, a little bit higher. It's going to start to change color. Here, come over here, please. Wait. Go right inside. Okay, it went from a dark color. Now it's becoming like a, let's see, like a graham cracker color. Go in there. Okay. Let's put it underneath. See, the more air that incorporates in it, the lighter it's starting to get. So that's what you want. You want a fluffy cake. You don't want a stiff cake. And that should do it. Okay. Now we're going to be incorporating our wet ingredients first, and we're going to be using our dry ingredients after that. So we're going to start with our lemon extract and our orange blossom water. And that was just 1 teaspoon. How does that smell, Mia? Yum. Okay. Now we're going to put in our vanilla. Beautiful. The flavor is beautiful. The smell, the aroma. Okay. We're going to give that a quick, on a number 4. We're going to get that incorporated in there. Okay, now we're getting our dry ingredients ready. I'm going to give it a quick, on a number 6, 8. Okay, now we're going to start to add our flour a little at a time. I'm going to put it on a number 2. Let's get Mia over here. How's that look, Mia?
Good.
Okay, now we're going to shut this off so Mia could incorporate the spices, which are the clove, the cinnamon, and the nutmeg. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good. Good girl. Okay, let's put in the rest of the flour. I'm going to put this down. See the lever on the side? Turn it, Mia.
Which way?
Right there. Turn it down towards the back. Good. Excellent. Here. Now get the spatula. Go ahead. No, 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 no. Like this. Okay. Now the reason Mia is in the videos is to show you anybody could cook or bake as long as you have the will and the love. Do it again. Put it up now. Go ahead. Good. Go ahead all the way towards me. Perfect. Now we have it on a number 4. We don't want it too high because we don't want flour all over the kitchen. Okay? How's that looking, Mia?
Kind of like a bird's nest, but good.
Okay. Now we're going to be adding our tangerine pieces, not all of them.
That looks good.
Looks good, right? We're going to save a couple for the frosting. How does it smell?
Good. So can you eat those?
Yes, you could eat those if you want.
Oh,
They give you nice breath.
okay.
Okay, now we're getting our milk and our pudding. So, just any instant pudding vanilla. I'm not showing a manufacturer. If they care to sponsor me, then of course I would show their name and their product. Okay. And now we're going to pour the milk in a little at a time. Okay. Number 4. Gonna do this slowly. Put it on 6 now. After you incorporate it, then you could go to a higher speed. You don't want to make a mess in your kitchen. I like to cook cleanly. Go ahead, Mia.
How much do I put
Go ahead.
in?
You pour in the whole thing. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to watch that. In the meantime, I'm going to start to melt half a stick of butter. I'm sorry, 1 whole stick of butter. Okay, for the butter, we're going to use a lower flame. Unsalted I like to use. And this is going to give it nice moisture. Could I have that spatula, Mia? I want to thank the people of Jamaica, before I forget, for welcoming us with open arms into their country. It was beautiful. We had a great, great time. They are the warmest people that I have met. All you need to do is smile and show them love, and everyone gave us love back, open arms. So thank you to the Jamaican public, also to the Grand Palladium Hotel, to Mr. Enrico Pezzoli, Pezzola, elegant, smart, and very good businessman. He runs a tight ship. It was just beautiful. The pools were sparkling clean. The dining rooms, everything was so perfect, so beautiful. The rooms themselves. He's really working hard to get it to the exquisite level that he wants it at. The chefs there are also nice. Hello to Chef Teng Teng, to Chef Kenny, and to the chef in the Mexican restaurant, which I didn't get his name. Please write me his name so I could say hello to him properly. To all the girls at the spa, My favorite is Masha. I wish I could have brought her back with me. Masha, I feel great since you gave me your beautiful massage. And, okay, the butter now has melted. You're going to let that cool down a little. You don't want to put it in boiling hot. It could ruin the rising of the cake, okay? So we're going to let that cool off. So what I usually do is, that's why I didn't put the half a stick in yet. Now I put in the half a stick. Okay. This way it cools it down, and at the same time it's melting the half a stick. You understand? Let's check this. This is coming very good. We haven't put in our baking powder yet. I put that in last because of the rising element. You don't want to work it too much. Once you put in your baking powder, you don't want to work the cake that much. It won't rise. So if anybody says, I can't get my cakes to rise, that's the reason. Try to put it in last, okay? See how nice? And at the same time, you see the difference in color? It's because now it's cooling down with the cooler stick of butter that I put in. Okay. Going to put it on the quartz a little to cool it down a little faster. Okay, and now in here we're going to add our pinch of salt. Okay, here's our pinch. Okay. And remember, whenever there's a recipe with sugar, you should have a pinch of salt in it. It levels it out. Mia made me try a recipe. I'm not going to say from where, but because she liked the colors and everything, and it didn't turn out well the way they showed. Something was missing in the recipe. So I get very upset when I see that. I don't know why people have to keep things out. You're sharing the recipe, share the recipe. And that was on a professional page. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to add our butter. Okay, we're going to do a little at a time. You can see now it's getting thicker because of the instant pudding. You see the consistency? The rest of the butter we're going to be saving for the frosting, okay? So you figure this is one stick of butter in here, right, Mia?
Yeah.
Okay. And now I'm going to bring it to a full head. There we go. You see how the color is changing again?
Yeah.
Okay. And you see how it's not sticking to the sides?
Yeah.
That's how you know that there's just enough butter. Let's get some more in there. There we go. Okay, now we're going to be adding in our baking powder. Put that low. So that's 1.5 teaspoons, okay guys? Okay. We're going to shut it off. We're going to put it down. And we're going to work it by hands now. Right, Mia?
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. We'll come back over here. So now what I like to do is I just go down like this. There's Emma putting her 2 cents in. Look how nice. Looks like velvet. How's that look, Mia?
What?
The cake mix. Okay, perfect?
Ooh.
Okay, the lumps you're seeing are the skins of the tangerine, but everything else is creamy. Look. See how nice? Okay, now we're going to be adding it to our cake. Sorry.
Okay.
No, not to you, to the cameraman.
A little tiny dog's coming in.
Okay. Okay, that should do it. Okay, give it 2 shakes to take the air out, and we'll get our second one ready. Mia, you want to do 2 layers or 1? We'll do 1 full one.
I say 2.
You say 2?
Yeah.
Put 1.
Put 1? All right, let's do 1, Mia. This way it comes nice and high.
Okay.
Okay. The boss said 1, so we'll do 1. Mia, who's the boss? The cameraman?
No, me.
Oh, Mia's the boss. Okay. I'm going to make it even so it rises even. There's some of our cloves in there, the crushed cloves. And there we go. Okay, all ready to be popped in the oven. At 350 degrees, it's been heating up for about 30 minutes now. We're going to put it in for, we're going to be putting it in for about 35 to 45 minutes. I'm going to place a toothpick in it. When the toothpick comes out clean, the cake is ready, okay? Now it depends also on the temperature. Today happens to be a drier day, so it should cook faster. That's why, bake faster. That's why I said 35 to 45 minutes. When it's humid out, it usually takes a little bit more time. Everything has to do with the baking period as far as the temperature is concerned, okay? So once you become an acquired baker, you'll know this, and you'll know how to regulate yourself. Okay. So this we're going to put to the side. We don't need it. Right, Miss Mia?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to get started on the frosting. I'm going to do the frosting. You want to make the frosting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do a what? Buttercream frosting? You want a sugar frosting, or you want a cream cheese and sugar frosting?
No cream cheese.
No, it tastes really good. Oh, because you don't like cheese. Mia doesn't like cheese. She doesn't like chocolate. She's not typical. So we're going to do just a plain frosting, okay?
Okay.
With orange in it? Orange flavor in it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do that. All right. Let's see. I'm going to wash a couple of things, and then we're going to come back, okay?